This video is on how to make the fins for your rocket. We're going to take a look at a typical bottle that someone might have brought in. This is the bottom of the rocket. The nose cone is going to go up here. So we have a flat area right in here would be good to attach the fins to. We're going to be putting 3 fins on the rocket. So you might start out just making some out of paper and seeing what you think, or you can just freehand it, and I'll show you how you would do that. Now, if you have styrofoam plates at home, those make great fins. If you were doing this project here at school, we would be using the styrofoam plates, but there's not a good way to send those home with you, and that's why we're not using the styrofoam. But if you have styrofoam plates at home, you can go ahead and use them. So you would cut out all the area that's not flat, and you're left with a piece of styrofoam that is flat. Then you would go ahead and cut right down the middle so you'd have a straight line. And I'm just going to make up a fin. Okay, so on your rocket, this one could be attached kind of like that. We're going to attach these with hot glue. And there's enough flat area to hold the fin that way. You could also put the fin on so it's sticking out in this manner. Once you get one fin done, you want to put it up against your material, and you can either trace it with an ink pen, or if you're real good with the scissors, just cut it out so it's exactly the same size as the first one. So now I've got 2 fins, and you would do the same thing and make a 3rd fin so they all match. And you've got plenty of styrofoam left over to make more if you mess some up. The material I'm going to send everybody home with is called chipboard. It's basically just a thin cardboard, and this will work also. Once again, let's just make up a design. Let's say I wanted it to look like this. So instead of coming straight out like this one comes out, I want to have one that swoops down like this. So that's one that I could work with. So then I could do like I did before and lay it on top and start cutting, or the other alternative is just to trace it. Whoops. And I just made a mistake, but since these are going to be painted over, it doesn't matter if you get an ink mark in the wrong spot, like I've got this spot. That's not going to be a problem. And then we've got room over here to make a 3rd fin, because you remember we want 3 fins. Now these are going to be painted with real paint, so you don't have to worry about decorating them like you do the nose cone. But whatever design you use on the nose cone, you could repeat that on the fins when you paint, or whatever color scheme you're using. If you're using green and white on the nose cone, you could use green and white paint when you make the fins. All right, so let's see, got to get them lined up. Looks like they're all the same. We have 3 fins, and that's all it takes to do this. You don't have to paint, you don't have to attach it. You'll attach them when you bring it back to school. They'll be going on like this. All right, that's the end of this video.